All right, Ultimate Hoops, Las Vegas and Colorado. Quite a few positive things to get to this month, but I want to start with some negatives. So here we go. A couple of things we want to improve on right away. So first off, I love this headline. This is just great. Lake Show gaining some RESPCT. Great job, good photo. Obviously, we want to go all caps on the Green Valley Open. Shedrick, I don't know if Donald's told you this yet, but we want to avoid any cover photos that have been screenshot, or not screenshotted, but photoshopped or manipulated or anything like this. The reason being is some of these are like MMS photos, and it just doesn't look solid. But great effort, great work. It was also a fantastic article. Next time, just don't use any photos that have been manipulated or split into two different pieces or whatever like this. Photoshop, that type of thing. Okay, no punctuation at the end of headlines, and we also talked last month about the GOTW. It just doesn't look necessarily right, because I don't hate it necessarily. What I would do is I would have a more inclusive headline at the bottom, like so-and-so trying to knock off so-and-so for the first time in 3 seasons, and then maybe have the game of the week piece inside the article, maybe something along those lines. But definitely no punctuation unless it's a question mark. Speaking of punctuation, listen, Alan has joked in the past about getting one. You get one exclamation point per year to use. So he really prefers that we not use them. But I'm going to be honest with you. I do not hate this article title, and I do not hate this. This is good stuff. This is great work. Great photo. It works despite the exclamation point. It works. Okay, another good photo. But we do not want to have any jerseys like this on our front page. Other than that, though, great job. Lastly, again, Summerlin needs to be in all caps. Okay, so let's get to some of the positives. Very good month in both regions. Good to great months in both regions. So let's go over a few things here. I think that in Colorado, we'll start. I think that again, we don't have punctuation here, but the article headlines were very good, and the photos were okay to good. For example, this is not a good solid photo, and I know you guys are still building up your availability or the photos that are available to use. So I understand that. Little blurry here. This is a solid photo for sure. Solid, decent. I like this one a lot. I always like huddle photos. I think they're great. Decent there as well. Decent here. So overall, not necessarily fantastic, but still good. Very good, actually, in some instances. Okay. In here again, this is a very well-written article with a lot of good detail. So great job here. I like the Vegas spread. I like that the team names are hyperlinked in the future. We're try to bold those as well. I think that makes that pop just a little bit more. But overall, nice work here. Good photo or good headline using the team names as well. I think that's great. Nice job. Photo here leaves a little bit to be desired. Okay. Colorado Springs, you guys, Jazz specifically, Andrew, you guys, this is really solid work here. Jazz, you've always written articles that have been super detailed, and these are the same. And you did them consistently throughout the entire month. Hyperlinked, game times, predictions. This is top-notch work. So great job there with a good photo to boot. Okay, I don't know if I ever saw this video or what happened here with this video. Maybe it's just my computer that's funky right now, but Obviously, we don't want to have dead links on our articles. Again, this might just be something on my end, or it might be something that's just happened recently. This article is a couple weeks old here, so it's almost a month old now. So, okay. Again, another fantastic job by Jazz. I don't think this is, no, it's not the same one. Again, doing it once a month is one thing. Being consistent about it is great. So fantastic work there. And then lastly, I'm not a huge fan of recap videos, but this is an entire video of a game well done with a good intro. I thought you guys did a great job here. So if you see this part right here, I like this little team slap. This is good work. Nice job. And again, I think these are predictions here, so, or recaps, excuse me. Good job, very good job. Okay, let's move into Las Vegas. Shedrick, I think you're doing a lot of great work here. There's a lot to like about what you're doing here in Summerlin. One of the things that I wanted to touch with you on is here you want to add some boldness, you want to add some pop to the team names. You can either hyperlink them or put bolds in, and that goes a really long way. So we all know exactly what the two families is the strongest. We had a triple-double from Chase, a double-double from Mark W, and 25 points from Jay Gunn. This is good work. Great job here. You were consistent throughout the season. I don't love the photo. Photo's okay. I'll say this. I've said this before. I'll say it again. Out of 100 photos we take, we should post 10 and put 1 as a cover photo. So really 1% of the photos we take are cover photo worthy. But overall, considering where Summerlin has been, this was a real nice jump for Summerlin this month. And as you get to know the players more and more and more, it's only going to get better. So nice, solid job. Green Valley, you guys killed it. You guys are improving every single month. This month is no different. The cover photos are great. The headlines are great. I mean, here a little minor spacing issue, but I'm not overly concerned about that. You guys had a really solid, really great, consistent month. Week in, week out, good, solid articles, whether it be predictions, power rankings. Here Summerlin, of course, did a little Final Four prediction. This is like obviously getting into March. I apologize for that, but just consistent, good work, great photos, a lot to like here in both Green Valley and in Summerlin. Apologize for that. Okay, sorry about that. Working at home on a Sunday and the dogs are part of that equation. So moving on, great month in Vegas, very solid work. Okay, let's hop down to the Facebook photos and just Facebook in general. First off, Las Vegas has 205 members of their group, which I believe, based on some very little research, is the highest in the nation. If it's not, 205 is great. So great job there, guys, with that. A lot of leagues are trying to get up to that point where they can have 205 people following them. Little polls in here, solid stuff here. You got Chase obviously promoting himself on here, so good stuff, fun stuff. Okay, the photos, you guys did a fantastic job here. Summerlin has obviously really struggled with photos in the past, and we're not there yet by any means, but we're getting closer and closer. So, as an example, okay, first off, a guy wearing a t-shirt, we don't want to have that posted on our website. Not a good look. Those shorts aren't necessarily a good look either, but it is what it is. Okay, some good stuff in here. Struggle with some blurry photos here. We'll get to a few more. Blurry photos here, blurry photos here. You know, I do not know where this jersey came from. It's not something that we ever made. Let's put it this way. We've come a long way in Summerlin when it comes to photos. And we have a long way to go. Okay, so I'm confident that we'll get there. It's a good solid photo here under the basket. Good stuff here, a little blurry here. Good here. Good solid work. Okay, I want to get over to Green Valley, where you guys, again, every month continue to improve, continue to get better. The only thing I'd say is that, you know, every now and again we get a good photo, and yeah, it's a little blurry like this one, but I think it's still solid enough to keep because it's not too blurry. Whereas like this one, you might be like, well, this isn't a great photo anyway, so do we really need it because it is blurry? And you guys have so many good photos like this one. Fantastic. Great clear photo of his face. Little blurry here. Little blurry there. Good photo here. You guys are in good position. You're on full zoom on the camera. This is solid. Great stuff here. Good stuff. Okay. And then over here in the Vet League, same thing. I mean, this is just beautiful. You can use this as a cover photo right here. If you know who this is, I mean, he may or may not have Facebook. If he did, maybe you'd tag him. If not, you know, but those are the photos the guys appreciate because they, you know, they can use them as cover photos, show their kids, show their wives, whatever. Good, clear face photo here. Nice job. I know Big John is on Facebook, so try tagging him. Something that he, you know, a lot of guys in Minnesota, they come up to me like, well, where are the photos? And I'm like, well, they're there. And it's like, oh, I didn't tag you on that photo. That's why you're not seeing it. So little things like that go a long way. Great job. Again, continuous improvement coming out of there. Colorado Springs, you guys do a fantastic job, Jazz. I think you do a fantastic job of promotion here on Facebook and getting people educated on what's happening, whether it be pickup ball or the new league season. Westminster, again, a couple of things here. Still struggling with some of the darkness. There's a photo of a guy, you know, it's got his face covered. Better than last month, but still a ways to go. Non-league jersey here. Too many subjects. Back to the camera. This is good. I like these in-huddle photos. A little too far away. This is solid. Towards the end of the month, we're getting a little bit brighter. I don't know if you guys found a different setting or figured something else out. But it gets a little bit better here as we continue on to the end of the month. We still have a ways to go. I would honestly take all of your photos that are action shots from underneath the basket. Anything else, you know, if you've taken something during the timeout, you can forward up to that team or that player, etc., etc. For example, this, get right up in here. Get 10 feet closer and get right up in there. I'm always a stickler for how straight this is. This is great work here. Good straight tablecloth. Colorado Springs, great job, Colorado Springs. We can tell this is a little bit nicer camera. You can tell how clear it is. A lot of good photos in here. Just solid work. Yeah. There's some blurriness. This is great. This is a cover photo written all over it. Another cover photo written all over it. It's a couple of them are a little bit blurry, but nothing crazy, nothing bad at all. This is solid work. I like this too. These little warm-up shirts for them. Great job. This is really solid work coming out of Colorado Springs. And again, nice camera. This is great. I love this emotion here. So okay, I'll end it there. Solid month. Very improved over January, both in Colorado and in Las Vegas. Thank you.